and time, class 7th, chapter 13, third part. Representation of data on distance time graph. Activity 4. Aim to measure the speed of different moving object. And material required for this activity stopwatch only. Now procedure or method. Select a destination. One place, select some place 1 kilometer away from your house. Now you can ask your father to travel to the spot in the car or scooter and check the distance of 1 kilometer on the odometer. Now using the stopwatch, record the time taken by the car and other modes of transport like bicycle, scooter and by walk to cover the same distance. Now enter the record in the tabular form as given below. Distance in meter, that is 1000 meter by car. For example, time taken in second, this is 240 second, or you can say 4 minute. So the speed is 1000 divided by 240, 4.16 meter per second. Similarly, we can find the speed of scooter, auto rickshaw, rickshaw, bicycle on foot by dividing the distance taken, distance traveled by the time taken. We get the speed in meter per second. By using the same equation, time taken, this can be calculated. Time taken, this is equal to distance divided by speed, or the distance covered, this can also be calculated by multiplying the speed and the time taken. So from this activity we conclude time taken to cover a distance will be less when the speed of travel is more. Now the given example is a tabular representation of distance traveled and time taken, by which speed of the car and other vehicle is calculated. The information can also be plotted on a graph paper. Now the advantages of representing data on graph paper, so these are: first thing, data becomes visual, easy to understand and to remember. Second thing, what a graph states can take pages to explain in written text. Third point is intermediate conclusion can be drawn. So these are the advantages of representing of data on a graph. Plotting a graph. Take a sheet of graph paper. Now you will see that it consists of big squares of 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter. These squares are further divided into smaller squares of 1 millimeter into 1 millimeter or 2 millimeter into 2 millimeter. Now draw two lines at right angle to each other. A horizontal line OX drawn near the bottom of the graph paper represent the x-axis, whereas a vertical line OY drawn at the left end of the graph paper represents the y-axis. The point of intersection O of OX and OY, so this is known as the origin. Children, graph, this is a pictorial representation of two variables in the form of a straight line or curved line, of which one varies as a result of changes in the other variable. In a graph, one variable is fixed and the other variable is changes. Children, you are seeing a pic of a graph. Here the horizontal line x-axis, it represents independent quantity, and the vertical line represent dependent quantities, that is y-axis. Y-axis for dependent quantity, x-axis for independent quantity. Now below the line negative values can be shown. On the x-axis, on the left hand side, negative values can be shown, and in the vertical axis downward at the bottom negative values can be shown. The independent quantity is shown along x-axis and the dependent quantity is shown along y-axis. Furthermore, we provide a numeric value for an object location by placing it either in the positive direction, that is from origin towards right, OX, for x-axis, and upward OY for y-axis, or the negative direction by extending XO to the left and YO to downward. The negative figures are then plotted on the extended line. Choose a scale to represent on the graph. For example, if we have to represent a time duration of 60 minutes, we may take 1 centimeter equal to 10 minutes on x-axis. Similarly, 1 centimeter equal to 5 kilometer can be represented on y-axis. Mark the points of observation on the graph with respective x and y coordinates. Now join all the sets of values in the graph with a fine pencil. The graph thus plotted represent distance time graph. The data gives the distance covered by a car in a hilly terrain over a period of 60 minutes. The reading on the odometer is recorded at an interval of every 10 minutes. Children, now study this tabular representation of distance traveled by a car in a hilly terrain. For example, we have started from the 0 time. Reading on the odometer, this is already 1200 kilometer. Now distance covered in different interval time we have to record. When we have started, then we cover 0 distance. After 10 minutes, the odometer reading is 1202. It means 2 kilometer distance we have traveled. In the next 10 minutes means 20 minutes. Distance is 1209. It means 7 kilometer we have traveled. And in the 30 minutes, 5 kilometer we have traveled. In the next 40 minutes, 2 kilometer the car has traveled. And 50 minutes, 4 kilometer the car has traveled. At the 60 minutes, 5 kilometer the car has traveled. In the 1 hour, the car has traveled different distances in 10 minutes time interval. The same data can be represented on a bar graph or on a line graph. Children, here the pic of both are shown, bar graph as well as line graph. When we plot the same data on the bar graph, then we get this pic. And when we plot the same data on a line graph, then we get pic, right hand side pic. Okay. Now let us compare distance time graph of cars moving at a uniform speed and non-uniform speed. For every equal time intervals of 10 minutes, a car has traveled equal distance of 5 km. Now when we plot the graph, distance time graph showing uniform motion, then this is a straight line starting from the origin O. Now for every equal time interval of 10 minutes, the same car has traveled unequal distances of 2 km, then 4 km, then 2 km, and then 6 km, and 10 km, and 6 km respectively. When we plot the graph, then we get a curved line shown in the right hand side pic. If the distance time graph is steadily rising as a straight line, as shown in figure 1, it indicates that the object is moving at a uniform speed. That is, it covers the same distance in equal intervals of time. If the distance time graph is a curved line or a zigzag like figure 2, it indicates that the object is moving with a non-uniform speed and it covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time. From figure 2, we can also conclude that change in slope of the distance time line graph represents change in speed of the car. If the slope of the distance time graph changes, it also changes the speed of the car. Now second point is portion of the distance time graph with the same slope represent uniform speed during that time interval. Children, in the given peak of distance time graph, you are seeing three portion. The first portion starting from 0, it shows gentle slope means slow speed. The second portion, that is a straight line, means not changing position or stationary. The object is at rest. And now the next portion, it is steeper slope, moving faster. Here the object or the car is moving faster. The slope of the distance time graph gives the speed of the object. Between 0 and 10 seconds, the object moved from 0 to 50 meter. Now speed is equal to 50 minus 0 means 50 meter distance, 10 minus 0 means 10 second time. So speed is 5 meter per second.